Good morning, everybody. Jim the Trucker here. Sitting here waiting for my load to be available, as they're in the middle of inventory, which put everything on hold. But in the meantime, I've been sitting here watching a few videos, and I just have conscious statements to make. Our society is really screwed up. We have so many cross-learned people out there for the way they have been brought up not to be able to think for themselves. You know, it's my grandparents' belief, or it's my parents' belief, or it's my great-grandparents' belief, so I believe what they believe, instead of being able to think and believe for themselves. We have so many people,
yeah, I call it safety, dude.
Brothers and sisters out there that are hateful, which I can totally understand, because everybody has reasons to hate something, but to hate one another is really not the way to fix our country. We have our own people, auditors, cop watchers, battling amongst themselves for pitiless reasons. A grown man is taught as a child to be a man. You need to stand up for yourself. You need to be able to think for yourself. You need to be able to provide for yourself and for your family and your young ones to get a proper hold on life. At least that's the way I was brought up. If you have a problem with Mr. Maverick down the street, you don't publicly embarrass Mr. Maverick. You go down and you knock on Mr. Maverick's door. Mr. Maverick, may I talk to you for a minute? I have something that's bothering me and I want to get it off my chest. And you have a one-on-one, man-to-man or woman-to-woman discussion to bring the problems to a head. Maybe squash the differences, or maybe know that, you know, it doesn't matter how much I'm going to talk, a person's just going to be the same impulsive person that they are. So you know, for future, we just ain't got to deal with it no more. Those are the ways to handle your problems. The blasphemy of publicly disgracing or embarrassing or airing your dirty laundry is not the proper way to go, because now you're pulling in a few or many others who really have nothing to do with the situation at hand. And some have negative derogatory statements, and some have positive words of encouragement. But either way we look at it, it's not the way to handle our business. We are starting to lose our grip on what's ahead of us and what's really important. And we are starting to get laughed at. There is a channel out there called the Joe Palmetto Law Show. This guy treats us, sovereign citizens, and cop watchers and auditors like a laughing joke. We are making him a popular show because he uses some of our videos, you know, the ones who don't act right, or the ones who, you know, choose to do it their way, but it's really not politically correct. And I'm not saying that in the fashion of government. I'm just saying that in the fashion of there's better ways to do it. But everybody is their own person. That's how life was made. We were made with free will to be able to choose and decide for ourselves on how we present ourselves. That's personal choice. You can't tell somebody that their personal choice, even though might not be correct in your eyes, it might be correct in their eyes. And that's my point on that part of the issue. But the situation that I'm trying to get a hold of here, whether you all say, a piece of crap, or shut the heck up, you don't know what you're talking about, whatever. Well, we go back into that. That's my freedom. It's my freedom to voice my opinion in the views that I believe are correct. Maybe people agree with me, maybe they don't. But to be heard, which is what an auditor is a voice. It's to help the people, the smaller people who have not voiced, to be able to be louder and be heard. That's what an auditor is. An auditor is not an accountant who knows numbers and goes in and fixes everything. The real meaning of an auditor is to be a louder voice. That's an auditor. A cop watcher is also an auditor. They're going out there and they're pounding the pavement and they're watching these cops and the ones who do wrong. That cop watcher auditor is voicing to the public of what society is facing with the tyranny. That's what they are. We are just a voice. We're a voice that's trying to get many voices, because the only way we are heard by this government is by many voices. One voice, two voice, three voice. They just shove us aside. They don't hear us. Many voices, they're losing their grip that they have. They have to somehow fix the problem. Because now, without them many voices, they no longer have that elected seat. And without that elected seat, they're no different than us. The people are the power, everybody. The government is not the power. The people are the power. Without us, there is no them. We put them there. We can take them down. And hopefully find a better person to sit on that seat and do what's right for their people. Not their billionaires, not their politicians, not their foreign countries with the foreign trades of oil and goods and everything else. For their people. That's what we need with our voices. We're doing it in so many small groups that we're only being heard in a minute fashion. We need to get rid of all of our grievances. We need to get rid of all of our hatred and all of our problems amongst ourselves. Band together and be the loud voice. Let's stop being the laughingstock, and let's be the eye that everybody sees through. I am just a trucker. I'm a trucker with a heart. I love my people. I love my family. And I definitely love my country. I fought for my country. I believe in my country. Our country. It's ours. We all have one point in time been planted here to grow. Let's grow, people. Let's stop fighting amongst ourselves. Let's bury our hatred. If you have a particular hatred, deal with that hatred one-on-one. Please don't make it public. Because all the public is doing is, some are worried, some have good advice, and many others who are on that higher pedestal thinking that they are above us all are laughing out loud. I would say it in other terms, but I want to keep this, more PG than anything. I do not want to, create an outrage. But those are my opinions and those are my feelings. And that's pretty much all I have right now, because there is rage in me. Rage that I want to outlash against these people who verbally and disgracefully laugh at us with their I know what I want to say, but it's starting to push me to an edge to where I don't want to be. So, I appreciate you all for listening. And thank you very much for checking it out. God bless you. And hope you all have a fantastic day. Jim the Trucker, we're out.